my name is Sammi Grey, and I'm 10 years old. I go to St. Augustine School, and I'm just really happy that you're governor, and I love what you're doing with New Jersey. I just have a question. Could you possibly speak to my school about politics? Because they actually really like you there, unlike my other schools.
Unlike other schools, yeah. You're at St. Augustine School. You're at a parochial school, right? Yeah, there you go. I'm a favorite there. Now, are you in 4th grade? You're in 5th grade. So you learned about New Jersey last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the 4th grade, right? You missed a good. Yeah, well, that was a good year last year. You had a campaign for governor, and all the rest to do. Well, listen, St. Augustine School. Now, how can I turn down an invitation, right? Like, now, listen. I want you to understand something. Now, let's not have this begin to be a trend. Don't start telling all your friends at the next town hall, just go and ask him really nicely, and he's definitely coming. But all right, because you say they like me there, I'm going to hold you responsible for that. And you give your information to Mr. Gilroy back there about your principal's name and the name of the school and the town that it's in. You give it to Mr. Gilroy, and I won't be able to get there probably till after Christmas. But when you start school back after Christmas, I'll come to your school and we'll talk about politics, okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank you. This for me? A letter and a picture for me. Excellent. Listen, next time, lead with the gift. It helps soften people up. Come on up here. They want to take a picture of me and you together? All right. Thank you. Well, that's a good way to end the town hall. Because in the end, really, what we're trying to do, all of us, is about making a New Jersey that can provide to our kids the same great New Jersey life that we've already had. As I look out at the faces in this crowd, and I misevaluated this young man, I took him for his 20s. He's in his 30s. You're gonna really love that later, as you know. But as I look out in the crowd, I think most of us have lived a little life. And we probably lived it here. And we're still here, which means we love this place because there's no good financial reason for us to be staying, as we've outlined before. If we're in New Jersey, it's because our family's here. It's because our traditions are here. It's because our friends are here. It's because we have already lived a great life that this state has helped to provide and that this state is an actor in. New Jersey is an actor, a player in our lives. The places we go for the movies. The places when we're lucky enough and have a few extra bucks, we go out to dinner. The places that we remember from our youth. The great boardwalks at the shore, the places we went to school, the places we went with our families to celebrate special events. This is that place. And I want this to be that place for her. I want this to be that place for my 10-year-old son, Patrick. I want this to be that place for your grandchildren. And if we continue on the road we're on, it's not going to be. Because they simply will not be able to afford it. They'll have to be forced to make the choice to go someplace else, where it's easier to find a job, where it's less expensive to live, where they're going to build a new life that'll be apart from us. You know, one of the great things about living my whole life here, having my parents be from here, is that when I got married and I dragged my poor wife, Mary Pat, kicking and screaming from Pennsylvania, to come and live in New Jersey, one of the great things was that whether it was the Little League game or the soccer game, whether it was the school play in the spring or the Christmas concert, or whether it was that birthday party that you had around your kitchen table, my parents could get in their car and within half an hour could be there for it, to watch their grandchildren play baseball or soccer, to watch them sing in the concert or perform in the play, to be there to help them blow out the candles and take the pictures. And I don't want our generation to be the ones who have to get on an airplane to do that. I don't want our generation to be the one that has to hear about the great North Carolina life that our children and grandchildren have, the great Florida life they have, the great Virginia life they have, and have to wonder about, well, I wonder if we had done the tough things that we needed to do, whether they could have stayed here, and whether I could have had those same experiences that my mom and dad had. You know, my mother and father had 13 grandchildren, and they got to participate in most of their lives. And that's not only great for me and for them, but it's great for my kids. They understand a part of their history. We miss something of that if we let this go. And so we got a choice to make. We can bury our heads in the sand. We can surround ourselves with the creature comforts that life in New Jersey has provided to us. And we can say the problems are too big and someone else needs to solve them. Or, at this moment in our history, we can say, hell with that. It's hard. I'm going to have to sacrifice something. But I want this state to be a place where my kids and grandkids can grow up and have the great life that I had. And our children and grandchildren will judge us as to whether we stood up to the challenge or we walked away from it. I think you elected me almost a year ago now. In 1 week, it'll be a year ago. I think you elected me a year ago not because of my charm and good looks. I think you elected me because you know that the state was a mess and it was broken, and you wanted somebody with the backbone and the strength to go down there and clean it up regardless of whether it was going to make me popular with one group or another. I don't think you elected me because you thought I was going to run a finishing school down there. You elected me because you wanted somebody to take this problem by the back of the neck and to fix it, or to go down trying. I haven't fixed it yet. We're on the path to getting it fixed. But you have my word the same way you did a year ago, in the last week of that election, when I was asking you for your vote and asking you to take a leap of faith with me, to trust me with your government. I promised you that I would fix these problems or go down trying. And after 9 months on the job now, I'm even more convinced that together we're going to fix those problems, or I am going to go down trying. So thank you all very much.